What's up, everybody? Hopefully, everyone's hanging in there today and hanging in there in these crazy times. I thought, what kind of helps people get through these wild times that we're in? And usually it's beer, because most people like beer. And so I wanted to invite the owner of one of my favorite local places, a really popular, really great establishment. So, Chris, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the people out there what you do.
Well, thanks, Dan. I'm Chris Burns. I'm the president of Old Ox Brewery in Ashburn, Virginia, a fun little brewery right on the W&OD trail here. Been around for about 6 years, serving Northern Virginia and the Washington, D.C. market.
You guys do a great job. You're so creative and innovative, and I wish everyone out there could see exactly what you do that may not live here. But I know, for us all, COVID-19 has had like a pretty dramatic impact. So if you can kind of give us a little insight on what COVID-19, how your brewery has shifted, what you guys do, that'd be great.
Sure. So yeah, there's been a significant impact to our business. We're a hospitality business at heart. And what that means is we count on interacting with people to be the lifeblood of our brewery. So we've had to close our tasting rooms to on-site consumption since March 16th. We've lost all of the restaurant distribution revenue because all of them have been impacted by this as well. So certainly we've had to pivot very quickly to find new ways to stay relevant and to, of course, generate revenue so that we could take care of our people and take care of our business. So we've started going to a curbside pickup model here at the brewery. So that's a new program for us. We've also launched home delivery for the first time. So we can get you beer right to your front door within 24 hours. And then we've also started looking at new products to help us get through this. Things to both help Old Ox Brewery, of course, but then also to help the community as well. So we're producing hand sanitizer, which is sorely needed right now. And doing some cool stuff along the way with that. So for hand sanitizer, we're actually donating about 25% of our production to local first responders and local nonprofits that need it to carry on their mission as well.
That's awesome stuff. I'm a big fan of all the stuff that you do. In fact, I've got one of your products on hand, so maybe we could crack a beer together here.
I'd love that. I'm way ahead of you. I've already got one cracked, but
I love it.
It's a fine excuse to have a beer in the middle of the day. Absolutely.
Well, hey, cheers.
Cheers to you, sir.
So tell people about this. This is, I think, one of the coolest cans I've ever seen. Tell people about this one, the National Cherry Blossom Festival, and what kind of went behind the name of that and who designed it and a little bit of information about that.
Yeah, so that's our collaboration project. That is the Festive Ale. It is our collaboration project with the National Cherry Blossom Festival. So it is the official beer of the National Cherry Blossom Festival. This is our third year doing that. It's a cherry farmhouse ale. It's very dry, so it's not overly sweet, which is something that I really appreciate. A lot of times when you get a cherry beer in the grocery store, it can almost come off like cherry flavored cough syrup, But yep. But this one has a really fantastic natural cherry character. It's Montmorency cherry juice out of Michigan, and it's fully fermented, so it comes out nice and dry, not cloying or sweet in the least. It just has this really nice dried cherry note, and it's very dry and very bubbly. So it's effervescent, almost like a champagne. So it's a perfect spring, early summer sipper. We're bummed out that we couldn't go see the cherry blossoms this year, of course, but it's nice to have a reminder of what spring is like, even if you can't go out and experience it maybe the same way that we normally would. And we hope that beer does the trick.
I totally agree. It's just such a unique thing. It's just got such a cool label, and it tastes really different. And really, it's one of your great products. So I think it puts a smile on my face whenever I see the can.
Oh, thank you.
My son and I are doing a lot of biking, during this time when, we can get out and get some fresh air. And I know that your place is on the WNOD trail. So maybe if you can share your information about that, where you guys are located on there.
Absolutely. We're between mile marker 25 and 25.5, right on the WNOD trail. So we've been watching tons of folks through our window, getting out and getting their exercise during their quarantine period. And we can't wait to have everybody back in the tasting room once we're back up and operational. Hopefully, I know the governor is talking about May 15th as a possible opening date. We're still trying to evaluate what that means for Old Ox. But we can't wait to have all the cyclists and runners back in the tasting room. They're always the best crowd.
Yeah, that is true. And there's always a lot of them there. Now, I know everyone likes a good sneak preview of things. So maybe you can kind of give us a little heads up on what you got working or any sort of new products you have coming.
Yeah, so that's one of the effects of kind of the quarantine is that we've gone heavy on innovation and trying to produce small batches of something new more frequently. So every week we've got a beer coming out. We've launched at least one new beer every week for the last 4 weeks, and there's no signs of slowing down. So this week, actually tomorrow, we've got 2 beer packages launching. So first is our collaboration project with a brewery out of Falls Church, a great little brewery called Settle Down Easy. They invited us into their brewery, and we drank a couple beers, played a little cornhole, and actually made a beer at the same time. So we made a dark Farmhouse Ale. So it's a Belgian amber is what we're calling it. And it's available starting tomorrow at Old Ox Brewery, which we're excited about. And then we're also unveiling tomorrow our Mother's Day packages. So if you've got somebody that you need to purchase a gift for, we've got a special beer, chocolate, and jewelry package for all of your beer-loving mothers and significant others out there. So you can check it out on our website. It's oldoxbrewery.com. And you can order directly on the website. It's a sure way to make the mother in your life happy.
Beer, chocolate, and jewelry. I think you're hitting on the trifecta for a lot of people.
Well, we hope so. It certainly works for my mom. So
that's awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate your time. Anything else that you'd like to add here, Chris?
Well, Dan, I just appreciate you having me on. I know you're probably impacted with the COVID-19 crisis as well. So, for all of our viewers out there, if you get an opportunity, if you have any real estate questions, any real estate needs, why don't you check out Dan Harris for us?
I appreciate that. Hey, cheers. Thank you for your time, and go support your local business, Old Ox Brewery. I appreciate it, Chris.
Thanks, Dan. I really appreciate the time.
All right.